Well, Deputy Mayor Lisa Scomazzon, thanks for joining Newsport today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Deputy Mayor, first and foremost, why should Douglas Shire community members vote for you as their new mayor?
Okay, I've got the experience and had already one term within council, and I'm totally committed to this shire, and I will work for the whole shire. I have no hidden agendas or anything like that. I'm here to work for everybody. So I'm the best person because I know how council works. I've got state government experience for 26 years, and so I am quite familiar with policies and legislation.
Second Deputy Mayor, there's a sentiment in the Douglas Shire that over the past 4 years, not much has been achieved. People can't. Is that a fair sentiment? Is that inaccurate? How do you view the past 4 years? And is the public right about that?
No, that's incorrect. If you look at our operational plan and what's been completed in the last 4 years, there's quite a bit that completes. Unfortunately, council doesn't work fast enough for me. Projects do take time, and so by the time staff get things together, get concept plans and things like it does take quite a bit of time. Sometimes it's got to come back to council in a resolution to be able to approve things. But I've been trying 4 years now to get a footpath from Altura Drive Nursing Home into Mosfet. So things just don't work quick enough for me.
How do you respond again from when you hear people in the Douglas Shire community say that as a councillor, yourself and others have already had their time, and it's now time for fresh faces and a new vision and new views? How do you respond and react to when you hear those sort of things?
Look, define new vision. What is it? At the moment, we've just been through a natural disaster, and we need people in council that has got the experience. The next 4 years is going to be dedicated to rebuilding the Shire with our structures, water, roads, bridges. So, we would all like all the fairy lights and all the pretty things happening, but at the moment we need to be very careful in how we spend our budget, because the last thing we want is out of a natural disaster for our ratepayers to have to pay a big bill and their rates to increase. And I will not. My main thing is to keep rates under CPI. Mm-hmm. So we've got to be very careful in what our vision is and how our budget's going to fit that.
Sustainable development. There's talk again that the Douglas Shire is right now stagnant. We're not moving forward. The marina, the wave park, Chiodo, different potential avenues of development. How will you drive development as a future mayor of the Shire?
Look, development. In our town plan, we have quite a few housing developments sitting there waiting to happen. So developers have put in their plans, they've been approved, so they're just sitting there waiting for that to happen. The wave park was passed through council. Unfortunately, it had a third party that's come in and stopped that. Chido, look, he's put in his plans. They don't meet the town plan, and my advice is that if it doesn't meet the town plan, go away, fix it, and discuss it with the town planners and bring it back. I'm not against development at all, sustainable development, and it's got to be sensible.
The water situation, you've been open and said it's proved a national disgrace that a shire of so much water, we have water issues and bad water issues. Just your view on where we're at with that situation and kind of how you see that issue over the next 4 years if you're mayor.
Yeah, look, the water issue is quite, it's not what we want, but unfortunately at this moment we have just got to put up with it, because council's already gone to state and federal governments, and they've started a project now on looking at installing 2 new water plants. Now that's not going to happen in 6 months, it may not happen in 12 months. We'll probably look at 2-3 years. So this is the deal being dealt with, and we've got to adjust to it. And no one wants no water, but hopefully once our rain is gone and everything dries out a little bit, we may be a little bit better to be able to do small fixes to be able to ensure that we have enough water until the new plants are built.
One of the issues that you've been big on, along with Councillor Nolly, has been transparency.
Yep.
You've vowed to open up council to the public in a way that's never been seen before. Yep. What drove you to say that, and what do you mean by that statement?
Well, I think one of the reasons is, and that's particularly recently with the floods, one of the biggest feedback I got back is that communication. Communication is done very poorly. And I totally believe that if you open up and give everyone as much information as they can have, it's up to them how they process it. But this council needs to be transparent and accountable. So, put it out there, put it in all your reports, tell them everything. Sometimes people don't want to hear the bad, but give them the bad. Let them know how it's working and what's going on. And so transparency is very important. Otherwise, you don't have a well-operating council.
And lastly, what's more important, to make the hard decisions or to be popular?
Hard decisions.
Elaborate.
Well, I'm not afraid to have a hard decision, and I probably, and I don't know if I can say this, I have a no bullshit attitude. And you know what? Bring it on. We've got to fix the hard bits to get to the easy parts. So, when you've got good councils behind you and good CEO and staff, the job's a lot easier.
Deputy Mayor, thanks for your time.
That's okay.